Do you ever wonder what really determines your health after turning 70? Not just how you feel today, but how your body and mind might hold up in the years ahead. The truth is, there are small signs, subtle but powerful, that reveal how well you're aging and how long you might live. Some people seem to thrive in their 70s and 80s. They stay active, sharp, and full of life. Others, however, begin to slow down, both physically and mentally. What makes the difference? In this video, we'll explore 5 hidden signs that may reveal your health trajectory after 70. These signs are not based on guesswork. They're backed by research and real-life patterns seen in long-living individuals. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your own body and lifestyle. And even more importantly, you'll discover what you can do right now to improve your chances of living a longer, healthier life. Let's dive in. Sign 1. Your energy after waking up. How you feel in the morning could be saying more about your health than you think. If you wake up feeling refreshed, alert, and ready to start the day, that's a strong indicator your body is repairing itself properly overnight. On the other hand, if you're waking up tired, groggy, or already low on energy, it could mean your sleep cycles are disrupted, or that your body is dealing with hidden stress or inflammation. Take Irene and Paul, both in their early 70s. Irene wakes up naturally at around 6:30 a.m., stretches, makes tea, and feels ready for a walk or light exercise. Paul, however, hits the snooze button several times. He feels drained, struggles to get going, and often needs a nap by midday. What Irene doesn't realize is her natural energy isn't just luck. It's a signal that her internal systems are still functioning efficiently. Paul's sluggish mornings, though easy to dismiss, may be an early sign of poor sleep quality, low hormone levels, or even early chronic fatigue. Low morning energy is one of the earliest signs that your body may be struggling, especially if it becomes consistent. But here's the good news: your energy can be improved. Start by focusing on sleep hygiene, regular bedtime routines, and getting sunlight first thing in the morning. Also, check your diet. Low energy often comes from a lack of protein, hydration, or certain vitamins like B12 and D. If your mornings leave you dragging, take that as a signal. Your body is speaking. The earlier you listen, the better your future may look. You might not think much about the sound of your voice, but it can quietly reveal how well your body is aging. Research has shown that changes in voice strength, clarity, and volume often reflect muscle loss, lung function decline, or even early neurological shifts. Think about 2 friends, Alice and Janet. Both are 75. Alice's voice is still strong. When she speaks, people hear her clearly, even over the phone. Janet, however, has noticed her voice getting softer. Sometimes she clears her throat a lot. Occasionally, people ask her to repeat herself. What Alice doesn't know is that her voice strength is a reflection of her physical resilience, good posture, strong lungs, and healthy throat muscles. For Janet, her weakening voice might be a sign of underlying loss of respiratory strength, or even early nerve changes that could lead to frailty down the road. A weakening voice isn't just a social challenge, it's often a health marker. Studies show that seniors who lose vocal power may be at higher risk of cognitive decline, breathing issues, and even mobility problems. The great news is your voice can be strengthened. Practice speaking clearly and loudly every day. Singing, even softly, helps build vocal and lung endurance. Reading aloud, even for a few minutes, can improve both vocal control and breathing. If you've noticed your voice changing or fading, don't ignore it. It might be one of the most surprising signs your body is asking for support. Let's keep going. As we age, the world around us can change. Friends move, family grows busy, roles we once held may fade, but one of the strongest predictors of a long, meaningful life, especially after 70, is a simple, powerful feeling: having a reason to wake up every morning. Studies have consistently shown that seniors with a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer, stay healthier, and experience less depression and anxiety. Purpose doesn't have to mean a job or a grand mission. It could be as small as tending to a garden, mentoring a grandchild, or staying involved in a community group. Let's look at two men, Harold and Sam. Harold is 79. He volunteers at the library twice a week. He writes poetry. He sends birthday cards to his nieces and nephews. Every day he has a reason to get out of bed. Sam, on the other hand, retired years ago and never found a new rhythm. He spends most of his days watching TV and feels like the world has moved on without him. Harold feels energized, needed, alive. Sam feels stuck, lonely, and tired. Their bodies reflect those differences. Harold has more stamina, steadier moods, and fewer doctor visits. Sam is experiencing more fatigue, more aches, and more isolation. That spark, that internal why, matters more than we realize. Purpose fuels motivation, encourages movement, and connects us to others. It keeps the brain sharp and the heart strong. If you've felt a bit lost lately, that's okay, but now's the time to rediscover what matters to you. What brings you joy, what makes you feel useful. Even the smallest routines can reignite purpose. Write letters, share stories, call a friend, grow something, make something, teach someone. Because the more connected you feel to your life, the more life you're likely to have. Let's continue. After 70, how much you move each day says more about your future than you might think. And we're not talking about intense workouts or long hikes. We're talking about small, daily movement, the kind that keeps your muscles engaged, your joints flexible, and your circulation flowing. Think about two women, Diane and Gloria. Diane is 76. She takes short walks around her neighborhood, stretches every morning, and waters her plants by hand instead of using a hose. Gloria, also 76, spends most of her day seated on the couch, at the table, or resting in bed. She only moves when absolutely necessary. Diane's body is responding to her steady, light activity. She feels more limber, more alert, and more in control of her health. Gloria, however, has started noticing stiffness, loss of strength, and increasing fatigue. The science backs this up. Even just 15 to 30 minutes of light movement a day can lower your risk of heart disease, dementia, and even fractures. Movement keeps your circulation strong, maintains bone density, and supports your balance. It's not about doing it perfectly, it's about doing it regularly. Walk to the mailbox. Take the stairs when you can. Stretch your arms while waiting for your tea to brew. Park a little farther from the store. And if walking is hard, chair exercises and gentle range of motion routines can still do wonders. The key is to keep your body in motion, because movement, even in small doses, is life-giving. If you've been more sedentary lately, don't feel guilty, just start now. A little bit today can lead to a stronger, steadier tomorrow. Your body is built to move, and the more you honor that design, the longer and better you're likely to live. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you. One of the most overlooked but powerful signs of longevity after 70 is your sense of purpose. It's not just a nice idea, it's scientifically backed. Studies have shown that older adults who feel they have a reason to get up in the morning, whether it's family, hobbies, volunteering, or faith, live longer, healthier, and happier lives. Let's look at two people, Eleanor and George. Eleanor is 80 every morning. She feeds the birds, writes in her journal, and calls her grandchildren. She feels needed. George is also 80 since retiring. He spends most of his time watching TV and rarely leaves the house. He often says, "There's nothing left for me to do." The difference is clear. Eleanor's sense of purpose gives her mental clarity, emotional resilience, and even better immune function. George, on the other hand, is more vulnerable to depression, illness, and mental decline, not because he's older, but because he feels disconnected from meaning. Purpose gives direction to your days and strength to your spirit. It doesn't have to be grand. Even something as simple as caring for a plant, helping a neighbor, or teaching your skills to someone younger can reignite that spark. Ask yourself, what makes you feel needed? What brings you joy or gives you something to look forward to? What have you always loved doing but put off? Reconnecting with a sense of purpose might just be one of the most powerful things you do to improve both your quantity and quality of life. Final thoughts. Now that we've covered these 5 powerful signs, your posture and strength, your mental sharpness, your hearing and response time, your daily movement habits, and your sense of purpose. Take a moment to reflect on where you are today. Are there areas you can improve? Are there changes you've been thinking about making but haven't acted on yet? The good news is this: it's never too late to strengthen your body, sharpen your mind, and renew your purpose. Every step you take from today forward is a step toward a healthier, longer life. We hope this video gave you valuable insights to reflect on. If you're still with us, comment "I'm here" below so we know you made it to the end. We love hearing from you. Your comments not only support our work, they inspire others too. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content here at The Elder Voice. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay connected, stay inspired.